There's a lot of things that can affect how your locks grow from the time that you start your locks all the way up until the end of the maturation phase. And there's a couple different phases that you go through. There is the before you started phase, and then there's like the starter lock phase, which is usually in month 1 to about month 8 until they start really maturing, when they become hard. And then up until then, really, you are testing out a lot of things to see what works, how your hair works in your lock journey. And you want to get to know that process the best that you can, because that process and that knowing your locks and your own hair will set you up for success in the rest of your lock journey, just because you've gotten to take that time to know what your hair likes and what your hair doesn't like to grow thick, healthy, and longer semi-freeform locks. But when you hear something in the background or something distracts you or throws you off, it's only a distraction if you follow it. But the directions of the meditation are to redirect your focus and redirect your awareness back to the breath, which is the focal point of the meditation. And when you do that, no matter how many times throughout the meditation your mind actually wanders, when you redirect your awareness back to the breath, you'll have a more positive meditation experience or positive mindfulness experience, because you're training your mind to redirect and not to go in the direction of the distraction. Something comes up, a thought comes up, or you notice a sound, or you notice that you're a little bit antsy. So when you notice that, what is your reaction to it? And so that frame of mind or that shift in mindset is what's going to really help you have a more positive meditation experience. All right, so recently I posted a video on Instagram, and it was the last time I had washed my hair. And the last time I had washed my hair, I wash my hair every 2 weeks, by the way. The last time I had washed my hair, I feel like every time I wash it, it gets longer, like just because water hit it or something like that. And I was taking just a random video of my hair just to check my my texture, do a little texture shot. And I was like, whoa, I was looking at the video, I was like, whoa, like why does my hair look like it's approaching waist length? And I was like, whoa, that's crazy. So on my Instagram, I get a lot of comments when I post my before and after pictures of like before my lock journey and how long my hair was when I first started my locks to now. And your hair grows pretty fast when you have locks compared to when you didn't. And that's just all around the board. And I feel like that's because a couple things. One, you avoid split ends, so you avoid breakage, because whereas if you like brushed your hair or manipulated your hair when it was loosely natural, when you have locks, you're not losing any hair. Well, you're losing a little bit of hair, but not much. And so you're keeping a lot of the hairs that you would rather either lose because they broke off or because of shedding, etc., split ends, but you avoid that altogether when you have locks. So your hair, it seems like it grows faster, but really it's just keeping most of your hair that you would otherwise lose. So in this video, we're talking about things that will help you grow longer and thicker semi-freeform locks from me as I become experienced and seasoned in this journey of growing thick, healthy, free locks. So one of the first things is how you start. So I know a lot of you who are watching the channel, you've been on your lock journey for months, maybe even years by now, and you're thinking, I already started my locks. It's too late. It's too late. I can't restart. But you don't have to restart in order to go back and look at the foundation of how you started your hair, because how you can start can depend on a wide variety of things. It can depend on what you want your locks to look like. the thickness that you want, the size that you want. And so you want to have some knowledge of what your hair likes, the thickness of your hair, and all that before you even start your lock journey, because the better you know your hair, the better off when you start your locks you'll be in your lock journey. If you started off with a loctician, I think that is pretty smart if you don't already do your hair when you first started your locks, because it's really difficult to go from not doing your hair at all to then going natural, and then to then like literally starting your locks all by yourself and going on this new journey. But it is one where you get to learn more about your hair. So it's about how you start. For example, for me, I knew that I always had thick, loose, natural hair. I had thick hair. I knew what my hair type was, but more so than hair type, it's about your thickness and your density, which means how many hairs are on your head. A lot of people who perceive that they have thin hair, it just means they have low density hair. Both of those can be synonymous in this case, because if you have low density or thinner hair, then you might not be able to do like really thick locks. Some people can get away with it, but you know, and then I knew that because I have thick hair already, I could attain thicker locks. I didn't exactly know how thick they were. I just knew that I wanted a certain style and a certain thickness. So it's all about how you start. If you say you want thick locks and you're already into 3 years into your lock journey, well, if you don't have the thickness that you want, maybe you'd have to be more satisfied with how your hair turned out either way, because your hair is your hair. So love your hair regardless of what it looks like. The second thing that determines how to grow your hair longer, thicker, is, are you nutritionizing? That was a word that I literally just made up on the spot. Are you having proper nutrition? Are you neutralizing nutrition? Are you having good nutrition, right? How are you feeding your body, basically? Are you eating the proper things that work well with your gut? So let me tell you about the gut microbiome. The gut microbiome is super important, not only for your stress levels, for your hormone regulation, and all the likes, but those are the main things that can help your hair grow, because stress literally weakens your immune system. So if you're very stressed and you're eating foods that are making your body work harder, and you're eating foods that are really difficult to digest for your stomach, it's going to stress your body out mentally and physically. So that leads to less hair growth over time. Also, are you eating things that are nourishing you, like getting hydration? Hydration starts from the inside out. And if your hair is dry, one of the things that we usually don't consider is, are we hydrating from within? Because everything that grows out of here comes from in here. So hydrate, drink your water, and not only drink your water, eat your water. What I mean by that is eat your fruits and your veggies, because they are high in water content. Plus, fruits and veggies contain other nutrients and vitamins and minerals and stuff like that that are not in our water. We've been given berries as like the candy of nature. So eat your berries, eat your mangoes, strawberries, and everything like that. So proper nutrition, super, super, super important. Are your locks constantly dry and crunchy? Do you have dry scalp? Do you have itchy scalp, or either flaky scalp as well? And you need some new moisturizing and sustainable, eco-friendly, and cruelty-free lock care products, then I got you. House of Isis has a locked care kit that is amazing, and it has all the lock essentials that you need for your wash days, your moisturization routines, and your scalp refresher routines. So they have this locked grooming pomade. So if you do have retwists, you'll want to slap some of this on there to help groom your locks and groom your whatever else you groom. They also have a oil that is the best smelling oil that I've ever smelled in my entire Life, it wants to focus on my face there, so I'm gonna focus away here. Yeah, so they have this locked grooming oil that I actually just used this morning. One thing that's not in their kit, but is a great addition to the locked care kit, if you have dry scalp, or if you even have like a scalp overproduction of sebum, which can lead to overproduction of dry, flaky scalp, you can use their scalp mist right here, which has lavender oil, which really helps soothe any dry scalp. So you can go to the link in my description box for House of Isis products. You can get the locked care kit, or you can buy any of these products by themselves. They also have the shampoo that comes with it. Use my code Lauren15. If you go, you'll get 15% off on all of their products. The link and the discount code will be in the description box as well. The third thing that I'm going to say, wash your locks regularly. A lot of people ask me, what does regular mean? Or should I wait until a certain time frame to wash my hair if I have locks, especially people with started locks? Just flat and simple answer, no. I don't think there's a certain amount of time you should wait. That's right for everybody. I just don't think that's true. However, there are recommended times, such as 2 weeks to a month, to wash your locks. And really, the reason why that restriction is put on people a lot of the times, usually by their loctician, when you have starter locks, to wait like I don't know, what do people say, like 3 months to wash your hair? I think that's really wild. But I've heard people say, yeah, a loctician told me to wait 3 months before I wash my hair. I think they say that because they don't want your locks to fall out. And if you wait a couple months until they start to tangle up on their own, it'll be easier to wash the hair and wash the scalp and cleanse the scalp when you have a little bit of, I don't know, budding, which is when your locks start to actually get in the very, very beginning stages of locking so that they don't fall out when you wash them. A lot of people have problems with their locks, starter locks, whether you have coils or twist and twist, whatever it is, falling out when you wash your hair. To that, I would say use one of these caps right here. One of these netted little caps or whatever. This is actually a wig cap, but you know what I'm saying. You can use that over your head, and I got that from the beauty supply store. Just plop it over your head when you're showering and shower through that. I actually have a video on how to wash your locks when you have starter locks. Which corner? I think it's up here. Watch that video if you are struggling with that. But yeah, if your scalp is itchy, wash your locks, please. If your scalp is dirty, if you're smelling that, that smell when you've had oils on your scalp for weeks and it's getting old, please wash it. Because a clean scalp is a healthy scalp. Cleanliness is next to godliness. Have you ever wondered what it would look like to be able to express your emotions better, to finally gain control over the mind, and to release your emotional baggage so that you can have better relationships, forgive yourself, and feel more fulfilled? Well, when you work one-on-one with me, you'll learn how to apply mindfulness to navigate life's emotional overwhelm. We'll examine attachment styles, your unmet childhood needs, and all the cycles that are currently keeping you in that mental loop. Check out the transformation from one of my clients that happened to her in just her first week of coaching.
Instead of leaning on other people, because I used to do that, like if I was stressed about something, I would want to vent to a friend, or I would hold on to it. But I don't do that anymore. When I feel stressed, I lean on meditation, and I find that helps to give me that release, that that breath work that you're doing, and then the soothing music in the background. It just does something to your brain. I find that even my mindset and how I think about people's responses have changed. I used to think the worst, or just assume that their response, take it to a negative place, and I don't do that anymore.
Wow.
Yeah, I feel more clear.
If you want a transformation just like this one, then comment the word empowered down below in the comments, and I'll send you the details on how to schedule your first free call with me. I can't wait to get connected with you. Another thing that will help your locks grow, this is number 4, is give your scalp a massage. Massaging stimulates the blood flow, the blood follicles, the hair follicles, and all of the things in between. And it just stimulates all of your what I just said. Helps your hair grow because you want some blood flow, some oxygen flow to the scalp, and giving a massage is a great way to do that. Also, it feels good on your scalp. The scalp often goes through a lot when you're tugging and pulling at it, especially if you're getting retwist. I personally, it's not that I'm against retwisting at all. By all means, retwist if you want to, if you like that crispy look. However, I stopped retwisting because when you get locks, and you'll notice it within the first couple months, when you get locks, your scalp becomes tender-headed. Boy, that scalp was tender. In my first couple months having locks, I realized that, and I was like, I ain't retwisting my hair because my scalp was sore the next day. I stopped retwisting, and instead I do a braiding method where I can braid my new growth around my locks. Matter of fact, I'll put my lock journey playlist in the description box below so you can view that. And the videos, all the videos that you'll need, or your starter lock journey or your lock journey, is in there. It's in my playlist. Give yourself a massage. Can't talk today. And it will help soothe your scalp and promote your hair growth.